Yo, everybody, welcome back to Garage Days, where we are fearless but not reckless. It's the three hosts of us in right now. We got the Shaman, we got Chop, we got myself, Beans, Taya being shortly, but right now we got Brent in. We kicked off a little early today, just having behind the scenes conversation, but the dialogue was so good. I thought that it was best for everybody to hear this content. So Brent, carry on.
Thank you, sir, for the floor. I'm gonna just speak on what I know, right? I can't speak on J State. They my rival. I love them as a HBCU, but hey, on the gridiron, I don't like them. First off, we already had a TV deal. We were the only HBCU on national TV, and that was thanks to, and I say we, I'm a Southern University alumni.
That's unfortunate. You should have went to Morehouse, but go ahead.
Hey, I love Morehouse too. But yeah, we have a TV deal. We've been on NBC for the Bayou Classic since the 80s, 70s. And that was thanks to Coach Eddie Robinson, legendary coach, one of the most winningest coaches in collegiate history. We also had Doug Williams, Hall of Fame. I think Doug's in the Hall of Fame, right? Is Doug in the Hall of Fame?
I would be surprised if he's not.
He's not in the NFL Hall of Fame.
He's not? Really?
I know he's not in the NFL. No, I know that.
No.
Okay. So Doug Williams, Super Bowl champion, famous, had endorsements. He came and coached his alma mater, and it was a big deal. The problem is Doug wasn't a talker. So he wasn't in the media like that. So, and at Grambling, they won at least 3 straight championships. I say all this to say, this been going on. We've been having our history. Deion came in, he shed light to people who wasn't in the mix or who didn't know. But to the ones of us that knew, we wasn't surprised. I mean, hey, welcome to the SWAC, Deion. Okay. Business as usual. We're going to bust your ass in September. For me, I'm not knocking him for going to take a job because I think of us as Black folk, we are spoiled by the Eddie Robinsons. For Southern University, we had Coach Pete Richardson. He was coach from 1993. I remember going to a game in middle school, his first season. He was there when I was a student. So that tell you how long he was a coach. I think we got spoiled by that.
Absolutely. So Brent, let me ask you this. Because all of the great legendary coaches you just said, right? You just named a lot, right?
He named 2.
Well, 2, my bad. But I'm big enough. But you named 2. Then the coaches before them or after them came who coached NFL talent. How many of them had a Division I, Power 5 coaching opportunity? None. Not even the great Eddie Robinson.
Yeah, not head coach, but I will say that
right. But not head coach.
Assistant coach opportunity, but not head coach.
Right. So what I'm saying is Deion is breaking barriers. He's showing that it's possible, and now that you can do so. He's showing to other former players, right? Like Dominique Rogers, Cromartie, Antonio Cromartie, and all them dudes getting back into coaching and all that. He's showing them that you could probably start off at HBCU and work and then get a big job later. Before people wouldn't even touch HBCUs, man.
Right.
So for the kind of the negative backlash that I feel like Prime is getting, it's a really unjust. It's unfair, man. The dude, he's not doing nothing that his white counterparts don't do on a freaking regular.
Well, go ahead, Howard. Then I'll chime in. I know you were saying something.
All I was gonna say is the difference is I don't care about the dude elevating in his life. We're supposed to elevate, right? We're supposed to move, right? But the difference is always with me is the verbiage. It's the verbiage. It's how it came off. It's what you sold, right? Now, yeah, I'm here. I'm going to turn this thing around. Woo, 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 woo. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to have fun. We're going to turn up. We're going to woo, boom, boom. Say less. Let's do it, Deion. When you throw that adage, I'm going to be here and I'm going to make sure whoop, whoop, and I'm going to be here for the long haul and all that. That's where the disconnect happens. You don't have to do that.
Right. He didn't have to do that.
Y'all wasn't listening. Y'all wasn't listening, though.
Go ahead, Tay.
Y'all wasn't listening, though. Y'all saying this man said he going to be there for the long haul. That man definitely said if a Power 5 team came with an offer, he was entertaining that.
He said that
even,
early on in the game. If he did,
Yeah, he
they
said
left.
that.
the thing
He
is,
said
even
that.
if he did say that,
my argument is still a void.
thing is, even if he did say that, this is why they tell you you don't choose a school for a coach. You don't, because coaches come and go. Everybody says this. Y'all think Nick Saban wasn't sitting in Jamarcus Russell or the number one overall or the player in the country when he was at LSU saying, "I'm here for the long haul." When the Miami Dolphins came, he left.
We done
You
had
think Lincoln Riley didn't
conversations.
do that at Oklahoma? Say
We done
though.
had conversations, bro. You know me. I'm still the same way with them niggas too. If you say you gonna be down, nigga, you gotta be down. You feel me?
You right. I'm just saying he's literally didn't do anything that everybody don't do.
Oh yeah, fact.
Every coach and across every sport says the same thing. Literally.
I think the issue is, fellas, I think here's the problem. And I'm coming with the history on this. Now, I remember my dad making, he's a Southern alum too, him making the comment that we were dominating as far as sports. As black colleges, we had the best talent. My dad was
when you say
in the 70s.
Burn, when you
right?
say we, are you referring to HBCUs or Southern?
As a whole, they had the best talent. I'm talking about the 70s now. He was upset because he felt like the PWIs came in. What your boy said, Herschel Walker? Oh, they gave me Georgia gave me a Trans Am, and all. Eric Dickerson said, oh, I had all this and that. They couldn't compete with what the PWIs was offering, so then they started losing the caliber of players. Remember, Walter Payton went to Jackson State. So I think the issue is we felt like as HBCU alumni, man, finally we back. When Deion Sanders came in and he did make a statement saying to Travis Hunter, hey, you ain't got to go there. Even Travis Hunter made the statement. Yeah, I'm going to be with my culture. It's time that we start to go back to our roots. That's what they both said. That's where, to Howard's point, your communication was off. You didn't even have to go that route. You brought up George Floyd. You did all this stuff. You ain't have to do that. You could have just treated it like another job. I think that's where the irritation comes from, is folks were happy at the fact that we were finally going to be able to get back on a level playing field. And here we go. You just contradicted everything that you said out of your mouth.
But I'm not disputing that.
Said you was going to entertain the
all
Power
do.
Five. But
I'm
you should have said the other stuff.
I'm not disputing that, Brent. I'm just saying they all do it.
Exactly. It's a revolving door.
It's not one coach that don't sit there and tell. You got to think, when you go sit in front of somebody, mama and grandmama, dad, whomever, papa, grandpa, you tell them, I'm going to make your son. They all do the same speech. I'm going to make your son. It's not just about football. It's about academics. It's about developing the character of man. I'm going to be here for 4 years with him. I'm
a car salesman.
Car salesman. That's they all do. I'm not saying what is right or wrong. I'm saying literally everybody says it and does it.
So why the black man get more slack?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's getting ridiculed for something that everybody do. Everybody.
Again, like I said last week, that's why I'm happy in the media. I think y'all missing me and Brent's plight, right? We hold all these motherfuckers accountable. Next motherfucker do some shit like that, white, Mexican, black, whatever, don't get up here and say you're gonna do something, be down for something you're not necessarily down. But you got an ulterior motive or a different plan. That's what I'm getting at, right?
I respect that. I respect that, Howard, and I definitely respect what Brent was saying. It's just part of it, bro. Like, I give you an example. Today, I go and I'm trying to buy these fucking golf clubs, right? I'm trying to swap my golf clubs out. And so the dude like, hey man, I would have never sold you those. Selling me a dream. I would have never sold you those. What I think you should do, I think you should take this gift set right here. I think you should take the $850 set you have, trade it in, and kind of build your own golf bag, right? You'll walk out spending maybe $100 to $200 more, but at the end of the day, you will have some golf clubs to fit. I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to spend no money, right? When I get to the register, I'm about to pay for this other club, this single club, right? A lob wedge. And he goes, oh, so you're not going to upgrade? And I'm like, nah, not right now. It's just not in my budget. He was like, hold on one second. Oh, just so happens the Cobra rep is here. Oh, we're going to special order yours. And so come back next Friday. We can go ahead and swap them out at cost. That motherfucker was selling me a car to get $1. And so it's no, Deion knows. And I forget who was in, maybe Brent, but when Travis Hunter got up there and said, yeah, I'm doing this for the culture, we'd be fools if he thought, or if he chose Jackson State for his fucking academics. We would be a fucking lie.
Right.
He chose Jackson State because of fucking Prime.
Right.
All day.
Because you don't get off the airport in fucking Jackson, Mississippi and say, this is where I want to be. Let alone walk
I ain't never been. I can't.
Let alone go to Jackson
that nigga
State. I've
did.
been
Yeah,
on that
I've
campus.
been on
in
that
the South,
campus.
nigga. We
Yeah, I've been
destroying
there.
the small cities in the South, bro.
I'm telling you, man, people, y'all tripping, man. Nigga, I mean, people could get shot, killed, hurt anywhere, but niggas is on a regular getting beat up, shot, and man, that shit is not what people think.
But I'm gonna say this though, guys. I mean, there's a lot more than what all that we saying. A lot of us chose to do it because of legacy, and that's just it. You know, we had players who turned down LSU because, oh, my father or my grandfather, they chose the legacy route. So that's where a lot of your students in the HBCU world, ask them. They chose. It's rare that you got a person that went just off the cusp. There's a reasoning and a story behind why they there.
Especially
Yeah,
nowadays.
I think there's some truth to that. I think there's some truth to that, Brent.
Yeah, especially nowadays though. HBCUs nowadays, people not.
I'm just saying, bro. I just think he. I don't know, bro. It's like me and Taylor had extensive conversations about what I want to do with Magnolia Street Kitchen, right? And if I start to detour around that and start chasing the bag outside of what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to build something here in the city that I'm from for a reason.
Right.
I have to give a nigga a hard ass time. I think I went to the city of LA a long time ago.
You know what's interesting about this whole conversation, Howard? Don't make no fucking face because you go laugh when I say this. Y'all giving Deion a whole lot of flack about what he did and how he played the culture. But a lot of motherfuckers don't get that same slack to Jackie Robinson. And that was my issue with Jackie Robinson. It's the same exact thing.
He's here. He's
It's
here.
the same thing.
He's here. Ooh, watch him get to Dr. King. Watch him get to Dr. King.
The only difference is they will say, well, Jackie didn't say he was here for the long haul. But think about this, bro. I don't know when Jackie integrated baseball, but think about where we would be in terms of ownership and professional sports had he not left.
He stayed in the Negro League. Yeah, I get that's an excellent point, man.
You know,
Damn,
so
I even think about it like that. But,
yeah. I mean, that's just the reality of it. Now, Howard, like, okay, here comes Dr. King next. I'm gonna stall this out with Dr. King.
Nah. Hey, this free flow.
I mean, that's
this
true.
Free flow Tuesday. Hey, enlighten me. I want to know.
I'm just not a fan of Dr. King. You know what I mean? He's
Tell
super.
me why.
I'm gonna tell you, he's super docile, super timid. Was he smart? Was he intellectual? Absolutely.
Morehouse man, though.
Absolutely. But again, when we talk about culture, what has marching done for us as a culture or a community? A little bit, right? We saw some changes, but at the same time, it taught us how to be inferior to white people. Oh, don't say nothing. Look the other way. Kill them with kindness, right? And I don't agree with that shit. And I see Brink whole screen lit up because he's waiting to say something. I know he is, but that's just how I feel about it, bro. Like, I don't dislike Dr. King as a person, but if I'm going to align with an ideology, it will never be Dr. King. Never.
Respect.
I don't think we were told the truth. To Sheed's point, I don't think we were told the truth about. We wasn't alive, right? But when I had to ask my grandmother, and she said, "Now get this, folks." She said people wasn't really fooling with him like that during that time. She said that they were happy in their lives. They liked being segregated. I promise you that my dad said this and my grandmother said this. And that they were kind of upset at him basically stirring things up. That's real talk.
Look, I could believe it because I could see it even now, right? It's not about the fact that we want white people around us. It's more about the fact that y'all telling us we can't. So, nigga, we want to come because you said we can't. It ain't the fact we want to. We want to be able to, but we don't really want to.
Right. Yep.
That's what
excellent
I think
point, Bing.
And it real shit right now. To this day, like, if you really like anonymous survey and you ask black people, you know, do you want some shit just for us? We gonna say yeah. They're like real shit. Like, black people say, yeah, I want a restaurant just for black people. Or yeah, I want nigga. Last week I said we should probably try to figure out a HBCU high school or some shit. Not saying that whites or no other ethnicity can't come, but it'd be dope. It's something that people they want. We won't shit
Because
for our culture and just for our culture. Maybe it's because we feel that other culture vultures, and that shit been happening to us for years. So maybe that's why. But go ahead,
Yeah.
H.
all right, yeah, real quick. See, the thing about the separate but equal thing that works, right, is that when you're separate but equal, you don't start buying into another person's ideology. You buy into your own. You have your own core values, your own core principles. You have your own understanding, and that's how you move by.
Right.
When things start to get integrated, right, and you kind of get away from not who you are, I don't want to say it like that, but you kind of get away from your teachers and your things. You start to accept other stuff outside of what was taught or hand down. You feel me? And that's a lot of things that's going on to this day. When we were separate but equal, we was doing our own thing. We had Black Wall Street cracking. We had all these things moving. And I was like, wait a minute, bro. These niggas is having way too much fun. They doing too much real ass shit. All right, cool. To She's point, insert Dr. King. You know what I mean? And again, insert Dr. King, and then, now we're fighting for equal rights. Well, we was equal doing our own thing.
So that goes. So what Howard just said is what some of the argument is, folks, about Deion. Some black folks feel that every time we doing something and we got something good going, white people come dangle the carrot and snatch it away. So that's been the second argument as well. They didn't care nothing about him. They didn't try to groom him for a Power 5 until all the spotlight and the threat of economics, people divesting from Power 5s and going toward what Deion was doing over in Jackson. That's the other piece of the argument is, well, they're taking away from us.
Is that business though, Brent? Is that life, right? Because if I'm a white engineer and I got something going, they go come knocking. You know what I mean? Like, let me ask you this, Brent. Like, as an HBCU grad, right? Like, I get that there's racism, and maybe this is my thought process, just in terms of feeling like Black people always make excuses. But sometimes, and check me if I'm wrong, I don't think everything is always about race.
Correct.
Sometimes,
You're right.
sometimes it's shit just about an opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, and I hate to keep saying this, bro, but like, I look at HBCUs, I look at Jackson State. I was recruited by an HBCU coming out of junior college, and just some of the things that I experienced, I'm like, it's not the same, and it's not Deion's responsibility to level that overall playing field. And him staying at Jackson State wasn't going to label the playing field. He needed other people at other institutions to be able to do that simultaneously.
So don't you think, okay, and I agree with you on that, but don't you think that he needed more time? If to Howard's point, he was about what he had said in the beginning, can you do that in I don't even count COVID year. 2 years, is that enough time to affect the kind of change that you came in the door saying that you were going to affect? That's real question.
I believe that based on the ask as a head coach, I think he superseded any of our expectations in those 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Brent, and I'm gonna tell you. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, shit, Chop.
And I'm just saying, with that, I did what I said I was going to do. I may not have been here for 5 years. I may not have been here for 10 years, but I left a greater stamp on Jackson State and HBCUs. Brent, earlier you spoke to having a TV deal, right? Southern had a TV deal. HBCUs did not have a TV deal. And they have that now. They have a 10-year TV deal where every week an HBCU is playing on nationally televised TV. That was unheard of prior to. And this kind of going back, I also heard that, half of his salary he was donating back to the facilities and scholarships.
Yes.
Yes, he did. Yep.
So my thing is, like, and not you literally, Brent, but don't talk to me about what I said. Talk to me about what I actually did.
I think it's just a bunch of different arguments, man. It's tough. It's just tough. Too many. I mean, it's a lot of emotions that people they're going back in time with. And you're right. A lot of it ain't about race. A lot of it is money. It's business.
Let's talk about the
Even
main
with
one.
the 10-year, even with the 10-year deal, yes, he left them with a 10-year deal, right? But a 10-year deal was, I'm pretty sure, was based off of it being competitive football or being a better slate of football than it was before, based off of what Deion was going to be the forefront of. Big Dog is gone now, right? That's why I said earlier, unless they come with another leader as strong as this leader, shit can get ugly. Even if they got the deal.
Yeah, that's true.
You ain't gonna watch the game.
That's
Let me
true.
tell y'all, what Deion did is ridiculous. Literally right now, I'm getting text messages from kids that got scholarship offers to Division I schools, San Jose State, San Diego State, and asking me, do I have any of my old connects from HBCU?
What?
Yes. They
That's
kids want to go
crazy.
to HBCU over fucking San Jose State. Tell
That's
me Deion
crazy.
ain't do something right.
How long is that shit gonna last? Right?
Hey, we need to ride that wave, Beans.
So that's
long is that
so
shit
that
gonna
I
last?
can't knock him. And then we also got to look at it like this: what if he did this shit purely for his son?
But I was just about to say
Again,
that,
I
man.
always say if Shadir was anywhere else in the country, he'd be a top 3 Heisman fucking finalist. But so what if Deion see that? Like, no, let me get my kids somewhere
I
where
can see that.
even if his
I can see
team ain't that great, he playing against USC, he playing against UCLA. I could go schedule Oregon, or he playing Oregon. You know what I mean? It might just be that. And now I'm making $5 million a year versus me making $300,000 a year. In my $300,000 a year, I'm donating half of that shit back to the facility. So I'm getting $150K.
Listen,
as a parent, Beans, I can see you. You got me thinking now, because I if that was my daughter, I'm doing that plus. So yeah, I could definitely understand that. Because Shador, for him to get Heisman, to be serious for a Heisman, because Steve McNair, he was a finalist, and I seen him play in college.
Right.
Live. Yeah, he was a finalist at Alcorn. And
I didn't even know that they can be Heisman because of the division. I didn't think they were. I thought Heisman was only D1.
Nope. Steve, you can look it up.
D1 though.
Alcorn
D1.
Okay.
Alcorn is D1 with us. Steve McNair was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and he was a finalist. But I do feel that because they looked at, like Bean said, oh, it wasn't USC he was playing against. I think he would have won that personally. So maybe Deion is doing this for Shador.
Think about it.
You don't
even have to be at a great school to be a Heisman finalist, as long as you're like at a nationally known D1. Fucking Colt Brennan, all them dudes at Hawaii and Texas Tech, like they're not at great, institutions as far as athletics.
Hey, first of all, take that energy out your tone when you talk about my dog CB. Colt Brennan was that motherfucker. CB. Hey, I played with him at Saddleback. That motherfucker was a monster, boy. Rest in peace. I played with him.
You about what, you a year or two before me?
Yeah, I graduated in 03.
Oh, so you a little bit before me. But I heard stories about him.
We can talk about it. Hey,
yeah,
monster.
So, I heard stories about him. But I'm just saying, like, you don't have to be Tony Pike, all these at Cincy. I mean, all these dudes, you just got to be on somewhat of a big stage. So
yeah,
I said it best yesterday.
If Shador wins the Heisman, sorry to cut you off, Shane.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
If Shador wins the Heisman at Colorado, go to the NFL from Colorado
and kill it.
1-11, Colorado.
Whatever the case may be. All the Jackson State shit is.
You're right, Howard. You're right.
You would think,
because it came from Colorado. So the same thing that we thought we were pushing out the way. Because remember, for Nick Saban to come out while Prime was at Jackson State to be like, yo, in so many words, this nigga getting on my nerves. In so many words, this motherfucker right here is putting these niggas on the map.
And Howard, I think that was part of it, right? If I'm at Little Jackson State and I got him talking about what I'm doing, oh, I can level this shit. I just need 3 or 4 years.
And so again, right? So every time, to Brent's point, every time we have something real legit and real strong going, dangle. Hey. And I'm not saying the money is what moved Prime, right? Because Prime has got a lot of money. And maybe Prime ambition is bigger than Jackson State. I get it. Yep. Trust me, I get it, big dog. But my whole premise is we saying all these things and everything he did for what's his name? Oh, you let him in, look it up. Everything we did, all of that shit can be wiped away, slate clear. The question gonna be on some shit on like a trivia show. What college did this Shador go to before he went there? That's what it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be Jackson State and Jackson this and this and that. It's gonna be one of those like, oh yeah, that nigga did go to Jackson State. Oh yeah, because bro, even on the Division I level, we love Russ at Wisconsin, but we forget the nigga with NC State.
Facts.
Damn, I ain't shit.
You didn't know that? And he was on baseball scholarship at NC State. He was a walk-on at NC State.
Hey, look,
So
I'm
we
gonna tell
forget
y'all
he went
this
to
though.
NC State. The nigga gonna forget for sure he went to Jackson State.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this though. I mean, I'm rooting for Deion. I'm rooting for Pac-12 as a whole. But I'm gonna be honest. I see them niggas winning 9 games over 3 years and Deion getting fired.
Can I say something though before we applaud that?
Interesting.
I think
Go ahead.
that I disagree, bro. Here's why. In 2024, 25, UCLA and
Right,
USC gone.
Right. Facts.
So now, granted, they go get somebody who not sure yet, but the competition go be Utah and Oregon. Boulder is
No. They out of here too, coming soon.
Are they okay?
Yep.
So-
All that's gonna be left soon is the state school. So Oregon and Washington.
Why
they
everybody
gonna-
leaving?
Money.
Well, Oregon State and Washington
money.
State, they gonna stay.
The bag.
Yeah, they
Bag.
yeah,
The
They-
overall
so-
thing we talking about.
yeah, and Oregon. So Oregon and Washington.
Money,
looking like,
money.
If the California teams leave, shit, that go our money. We got to dip with their ass. So they not. So they all finna form their own another little conference. But
Think
like
about-
Cal, Oregon State, Washington State, they all gonna stay.
You don't think Deion know that? You don't think that's a chess move?
You right? I forgot.
Oh
about
no, it's for he's playing chess.
that. Yeah, they gonna be like a new Mountain West. They gonna
Perfection. Now what he now she I don't give like again, I think we're missing my premise. My premise is again, bro, he was putting so much pressure on them, and then in essence, he became them, and they're okay with that.
Yep.
They're okay. Okay, cool. He had Colorado now. Ooh, all right, cool. We're still one of these schools. He's at Colorado. But then they was putting the pressure on them niggas at Jackson State at that HBCU, and niggas was like, I'm tired of this shit now.
It was too
You
close.
take a number 1 recruit and you got this nigga Nick Saban sitting at the fucking booster conference complaining and whining and bitching, you doing some shit.
Right.
It ain't the same no more now, big dog.
And Shador, think about it. He got 1 season left
That's all he
to
needs.
be draft eligible.
That's all he really needs.
He
bro.
got 1 year.
I don't think he gonna win the Heisman though, just because. I mean, when's the last time a Heisman winner was when last time a Heisman winner came from a losing team?
Well, I don't think them niggas gonna win, but I will say this: how that transfer portal is cracking,
Man, he
nigga,
gonna get some
anything can
people.
happen. But remember me telling y'all this: the University of Miami, they're gonna probably start the season as a top 15 team, probably top 10, and they gonna be held to play. Hey, to play. They got a lot of dudes transferring to the University of Miami right now. So transfer
Shout out
portal
to
cracking.
Prime though. I mean, I hope the brother do well. I'm just talking about the aesthetics of the shit, man. I just know how that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna support him, but still gonna make the comment of, hey, we should have kept some of those comments reserved and then treated it as a business deal personally. But I'm gonna still support him.
When I get on this motherfucker and I tell niggas Magnolia Street Kitchen will not have a restaurant outside the city of Compton, I mean that. Because I want niggas to come here and understand, like, yo, we serving good shit here too. We gonna put this bitch on the map. You bitch, you.
But if you go to LA, Howard, we gonna say, Howard, you ain't real. You said
That's
you was
the point
gonna
I'm
keep it in
making.
Compton.
That's the point I'm making.
Hey, and all love and all due respect. And I ain't knocking you, Howard, but my nigga 50 Cent said all love, all real. Jeezy said it too. I'm keeping it real shit. It slow. Not saying you, Howard, but they say historically it slows down progress because keeping it real get niggas. But them be niggas that's still in the hood. Like I'm still in the hood. I'm still grinding, but So.
Nah, I ain't keeping it real. What I'm trying to do is shine a light on an area that haven't had no light.
Right.
What Deion came and did was shine a light on an area that hasn't had no light. He was the light. That light is gone.
Yeah.
I will say that Deion is just another head coach in the coaching tree right now in the Pac-5. And I don't know if he has the ability to make a stamp in Pac-5. Had he stayed at Jackson, I mean, Deion is already Deion, right? But as far as the coaching, I think that he potentially could have passed those great people that Brent was just talking about. I really do think he could have did it. But you know, it's something. It's a sacrifice, right? He saw something bigger. Let him tell it. God came to him in a dream and told him something. That's between him and the big
And
man.
who the fuck are we to say that didn't happen, right? So,
Absolutely, that's between him and the big man.
Hey, and it's
between him
also
and the
just a
source,
thing
nigga.
we always complain about. How many of us get opportunities? How many black coaches are there in Power 5 conferences? Now we got no one. So we can't complain. We can't turn around and yell and argue and be sad and upset when niggas like Airbnb, which I remind you is a University of Colorado legend. So Colorado didn't even look his way. He's a legend there. He didn't get a job there, but Deion did. We just can't. I don't know.
All right,
ain't got-
I have
That's
a
called
quick
moving the
analogy.
goalposts.
Yeah.
Bro, I have a quick analogy, then we can transition. All right. What do we call this nigga, right? Exhibit A, right? Exhibit A. Black man, grinding his whole life, has a black woman. She pushed him to greatness. Right? They accomplish big things. Soon as the limelight start coming, he leaves his black wife or black girl, go get a white bitch.
Kanye. Too soon? Took my fault.
And never too soon. But what's the word we call him though?
Sell out.
I ain't saying prime is that, but I'm just saying this is what we say when people move in this aspect.
So
My
Kanye
opinion.
talking about himself, right?
But we say that too when a nigga been with his girlfriend and been down with her for years. That Prime Howard Jackson State was like a fling. That wasn't nothing serious, man. So that's where the difference is.
You like prime. I know I like prime too. It's hard for me to say this too. I grew up on that nigga. It's hard for me to say this shit.
Does anybody know what was Jackson State record, 2 to 3 years before Prime?
I can tell you, garbage. We beat them every year. They were automatic game, automatic win.
That nigga
I
hated
wonder-
to see Deion coming, huh?
Hey, he
I
did.
hated to see that nigga coming.
I wonder, and not
Brent, you in
not
here
necessarily.
twice?
You say what?
Yeah, Brent, you are here twice.
You just letting you know it's logged in twice. I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
if I'm
I'm on my desktop now.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
I was just saying. I wonder, as far as the Jackson, Mississippi, right? Not everyone outside of that, but I would assume that plays a small part too. We went from nothing to something, and you go send us back to nothingness. How dare you, Prime?
Yeah, that's a good point, Sheedy, because I done been in Jackson hundreds of times, and that was what they had to look forward to. They got so much bad going on right now.
Serious?
Man.
I mean, outside of the water, but is that bad in Jackson, Mississippi, or
Man,
just ain't nothing?
Yeah, though. They
It's
work
not
with us, man. New Orleans.
Serious?
Jackson, yes, man, it's bad. Matter of fact, you ain't met my boy Chris, but how you know Chris? That's where he went. He played at Jackson State, and yeah,
It gets real. So that was a bright spot for them in a distraction, I'll say.
Damn, I didn't know that.
There was a distraction for him. Now it's back to reality. Because remember, Prime was on the mic talking when we had our game. He said, "Hey, I don't want no crime. I don't want this. I don't want that." Like he was speaking positivity. So I'm not like Howard said. It's hard for me to be negative on him because like we all grew up on him. But yeah, he was a bright spot for that city. I
didn't know that, bro. I mean, Jackson. I thought it was just country bunking ass.
Nah, man.
I ain't gonna call it a city.
Oh no, it's
Damn.
not.
It's not country. Yeah, it's not country. It's about
Jacktown Jews.
yeah, it's about 40
Yes, they
minutes
call it
from
Jacktown.
Memphis.
They call
Oh,
it
okay.
Jacktown Jews.
Yeah, it ain't far from Memphis, and they got big gangster disciple. That's they gangs out there, GD and VL.
Okay. Which one of them you rocking with, Brent?
None of it.
Okay, I was just curious. Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey,
I'm Tupac. I'm cool in every hood.
I feel y'all fucks with it.
I'm
Yeah,
good in
while
every-
you getting extorted, better pick a side.
You better check in with the little Mexican homie. What's his name again?
Gotta check in.
Yeah, but what's the rapper do? Shady Blue. You better
Oh,
check in
Shady
with
Blue. Nah, you gotta. I gotta check in with Jay Prince.
Act like you seen the wood, nigga. Is you cuz or you blood, nigga? Which one?
Exactly. nigga.
Oh yeah. I'm from
Hey,
North
let me ask
Carolina.
y'all. I'm sorry. Let me ask y'all a little. We're gonna transition just slightly, but still free flowing. But in the chat, think it was you, She. You asked an interesting question. You asked if there, who in the NFL right now is a Hall of Fame? Are there any Hall of Fame caliber linebackers? Not caliber, but are there Hall of Fame linebackers and DBs today's NFL currently playing? And my opinion is not really. Right, I know some of us people say like Bobby Wagner, but think about it. Linebackers is not a position that you is just given that you don't get in. It's a lot of great linebackers that didn't get in the Hall of Fame.
Like who?
Like who? Like Zach Thomas in?
Yes.
No way. Zach Thomas.
Way? I think Zach in there.
I think Zach is in there.
I'll look it up. But normally a linebacker, you have to be iconic, right? Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, Derek Bush. Like you're iconic. Like is Keith Bullock in?
Urlacher's in there.
So.
Oh,
No,
Zach Thomas is not in the Hall of Fame.
Is Keith Bullock in the Hall of Fame from the Titans?
He wasn't Hall of Fame worthy.
Y'all, Trevor Keith was a
He
dog.
was good. I didn't say he wasn't good.
One Pro Bowl, maybe 2 Pro Bowls at the most. I don't know if he was good like that.
And okay, so Bobby Wagner, not. I mean, his run in early Seattle with the lead. I mean, he was a product of a good system. I realized that.
I think Bobby for sure was a shoo-in.
I think
I
so.
I think so.
But to your point though, I think he has a Hall of Fame career. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer like now in his career.
Right. His career, his numbers are. But I'm telling y'all, linebackers, for you to get in, you have to be iconic. Like you have to be like pop off the screen like a household name. Bobby Wagner is not. There's no linebacker that's really a household name. Like they're good.
Right
We
now.
know them, but they're not like Michael Parsons has a potential to be a household name. Like where women know who he is, women wear his jerseys. You don't see people wearing Bobby Wagner jerseys unless they're fans.
And he a DN.
No.
No. What I'm saying is like he can play backer, but he's
Right,
making his
he
dunk.
really
He's
is.
making his donuts on DN right now.
Right. So that's why I did. When you look, I don't think it is any, man.
Yeah, I agree with Beans because think about it. Lawrence Taylor, we all knew we all knew Lawrence.
Your grandma knew who Lawrence Taylor was.
Everybody knew that dude. So you definitely got to be a household name. I feel that's my
That's
opinion.
right. The league probably fucked it up when they made all these rules.
Yes.
Good point.
That was my follow up.
good
That was gonna
point.
be my follow up.
Because
Because
those
ain't no
people
big
talking-
hit. Oh, you see
Big
that
hits.
hit that he
Yup.
put on? Nah,
Big
it ain't no more of that. So they gonna know who you is.
That's a
And-
good point, Howard.
And those erasers across the middle is what made a lot of those dudes great. The last
Harrison, shoot.
Troy Polamalu, he wouldn't be a Hall of Famer today's game.
No.
Ed Reed,
No.
Ed Reed might be the only one that would be a Hall of Famer today's game. Maybe because he wasn't a banger, but he'll go get that bad boy.
Yeah.
Urlacher neither, because he used to deliver some. Whew.
Let me
Man.
ask y'all this.
Damn, I didn't even. Ooh.
Let me ask y'all this. Is Bobby Wagner better than Navarro Bowman in his prime?
Now I saw you have your little phone out. Are you talking about statistics or are you talking about the eyeball test?
The eyeball test. Who's better?
To
In
me,
his prime,
I like Bobby Wagner. Bowman, Navarro Bowman, he had another Hall of Famer to his right. So that's a little different for me.
Right. And they did play in different schemes, right? Navarro Bowman playing the 3-4, Bobby Wagner playing the 4-3, 4-man front where he the D-line kept him clean. So, but my point is, Navarro Bowman not even a Hall of Fame.
the thing is,
He only played
Bobby
5 years
Wagner-
though, right?
Huh?
He only played 5 years, 5, 6.
I don't even know to be real.
But we never had a stint. I don't think we ever had a stint where we was like, yo, that nigga Navarro Bowman is the best in the league. Bobby Wagner had leagues for years when he's the best middle linebacker in football.
True.
Facts.
So, and I don't think that we ever
No,
was
he
like
didn't.
that with Navarro Bowman because like she
No,
said
he
he's
did
the
not.
best middle linebacker
Wait.
in football next to him.
No, he did not.
Hold on, Howard. Hold on. I think somebody on shrooms. What you say?
No, he did not.
What? So you got to put it all together so we all on the same page.
When Bobby Wagner, when he was, and don't get me wrong, I love Bobby Wagner.
Nate,
I
Nate,
love it. He's great film set
Just
and everything.
say what you said.
Because y'all forgetting about one motherfucker who was better than him at this time. When Bobby Wagner was lights out, Bobby Wagner at Seattle, Luke Kuechly was holding it fucking down. Y'all niggas is tripping. Luke
yeah, but Luke
Kuechly
Kuechly was also injury prone, so
it
he
was
didn't play
not a
every year.
year Luke Kuechly played in the, huh?
But he's also injury prone like a motherfucker. right? So this
There's
nigga
not
Bobby
a
Wagner.
league, it's not a year Luke Kuechly played in the NFL that he was not the best middle
No,
linebacker in the NFL.
that's not a valid statement because if he's not on the field to produce the year, and this nigga Bobby Wagner is on the field to produce that year, Bobby's the best middle linebacker in football. He's putting up the numbers. He's doing it. You gotta remember, he led the league in tackling for like 3 straight years.
You
don't like Bobby.
tripping?
You
You
just
do
don't
the
like
Luke Kuechly like first 2 years, like something crazy.
Luke
Like
Kuechly was the fucking linebacker GOAT, my nigga. I get it, but he wasn't on the field all the time. That's why he a little retarded now. He had to get up out of here. They got some concussions.
Hey, I will say Bowman, 4 out of 7 years All Pro.
Beautiful.
But I'm taking Bobby
he
Wagner.
gonna get in probably.
I'm taking Bobby.
Bobby's getting in now. DBs though, nah, these DBs is ugly. It's ugly.
It's the
But
same
again, the
thing.
league don't let them be DBs though. The league don't let them be DBs and let them do DB shit. You feel
Who
me?
the best DB in the league right now, Howard? In your
Slade.
opinion?
Slade. It's either between Slade.
And Slade getting old, so that let us know where the direction
Yeah.
shit going.
I like
been in the league for a long
Slade.
time.
I like Slade. I like Surtain, but Surtain is young, so he got time to grow. I like Snead. I like Ladarius, but Ladarius be on some fuck shit sometimes.
Because
the Chiefs?
Yeah,
Chiefs,
no, but
Ladarius
he's
be
not a
balling.
cover guy. He can cover. Not see, you do that.
Relax, she.
Ladarius, he's a Swiss Army knife. That's why.
Right.
He's
No,
a good.
but-
Honey Badger, I could do it all rather than I'm just gonna lock one nigga up.
It's slim pickings though. It's slim pickings. Like it's not.
And you chose to say him,
You don't watch.
Hey,
the
he a
Chiefs.
dog. See, you tripping.
You don't watch.
I
the
like,
Chiefs.
bro. I
You
like
know
his
what?
game,
Watch
bro,
the
but
Chiefs.
he's not one of the best in the league right now.
You don't watch his play. You don't
You
watch
know
his
what?
play.
Exactly.
Y'all, bro,
He
y'all
was a
biased,
rookie.
bro. Y'all
He
Chiefs
was a rookie.
motherfuckers,
He
y'all
was
biased, bro.
I just said
He
Darius
was
Slade is the
a
best
rookie. He was
quarterback
leading the
in
league.
football.
I'm
As
gonna
a
throw
rookie,
Owen
he
in
was
there.
leading the league in picks, and then he got hurt. I'm telling you, the nigga's he's a dog. He's leading the league in picks as a rookie.
Niggas not messing with 2Ps. Y'all don't think he's still in that conversation?
No, 2Ps is, he will get in the Hall of Fame though. Now 2Ps
yeah,
gonna go
he
get in the
get
Hall of Fame.
but no.
Now is he the best quarterback? Nah, he's not. No. 2Ps be looking bad out there. He make a couple plays, but he be looking bad out there.
Hey, if I'm an OC, I'm going at 2Ps. He
Hey,
don't
I'm telling
scare,
you,
he don't
2Ps be
scare me
looking
no
bad,
more.
He make a couple plays here and there, like yeah, he look all right, but for the most part, 2Ps be out there. It'd be ugly. But I don't know, man. Who's the best cornerback? G?
Best corner in the league right now? Sheesh, bro.
It's ugly.
I mean, I can't even. I want to say CJ Jackson, but he was hurt most of the year. Stephon Gilmore.
I like Gilmore game. He got a pick last night.
I like Surtain. And that's and since cats like to be biased, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there. I like Antoine Winfield Jr.
He's a safety, but okay.
He said DB.
Oh, okay. Now, who's saying that nigga? The best DB is Derwin James. It ain't nothing to talk about.
I like him. I like him. Yeah, I like Derwin.
And I got a trivia question for y'all, since we on the basis of cornerbacks, right?
Okay.
What NFC East team had 3 Hall of Fame cornerbacks on their team at one time? Now they eventually became Hall of Fame.
You said who?
NFC East.
NFC.
NFC East. And eventually they became Hall of Fame cornerbacks over their career. But what NFC East team had 3 Hall of Fame cornerbacks on their team at one time?
Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm about to say, got to be the
I
Cowboys.
was gonna say Washington.
George
Washington.
Teague. Was Washington?
Washington.
Really?
Deion
Sorry
Sanders.
ass North. Yeah.
Deion Sanders. Fuck this nigga. Champ Bailey.
Oh, Champ
and
Bailey. Yeah.
And fucking Darryl Green was all on the team at the same all on the team at the same time.
Damn.
I forgot Deion played for Washington for a minute.
He played with Baltimore too, right?
He did.
Nigga,
Yeah.
you blank, you would have missed it.
Yeah, literally.
I'm gonna tell
He
y'all,
got that master
Deion.
roster.
If not for Deion toe injury, we probably would have seen another 5 years of Deion, just like
For sure.
we did with Darryl Green. Like some niggas just naturally talented and fast and just don't get
Turf
on.
toe.
Nigga.
Because he
Yeah,
ain't sticking his
not for
nose
the
in that
turf toe.
thing. That's why.
Right. Bro, you know what the
So
most
chopped
underrated
off, huh?
cornerback of all time is? Well, one of the most underrated cornerbacks of all time. That nigga, Renus Williams. We
Oh,
were
for
just talking
sure.
about that shit when we went to get something to eat the other day. Like, this nigga don't get enough love as far as like.
Famer.
Yeah,
Facts,
he
though,
in
but
Hall
do
of
niggas
Fame.
talk about, niggas talk about Rod, niggas talk about Champ, niggas talk about Deion, niggas. You don't hear a lot of niggas pick up Williams or talk
That's
about
true.
Williams.
I mean, in my opinion, because we don't talk about him because when I really started paying attention to football, he was on his way out and he played for the Cardinals. I mean, they wasn't getting a lot of TV time before
And he was light skin with green eyes. He just
Fuck them niggas. Fuck them niggas. Fuck them niggas. I ain't got a light skinned friend right now because of how they used to treat dark skinned niggas when I was in 8th grade. Fuck them niggas.
8th grade.
Yeah, but quarterback defense, period, bro. Like, we got a couple of tackles, like Chris Jones is the man, Aaron Donald is the man. We got tackles out here, we got ends, but that linebacker, cornerback, the league on 40 points, nigga.
Hey, let's talk about this one time. What the fuck is up with AD right now? He in his fucking bag.
Hey.
Anthony Davis. Oh, Anthony Davis is on the tear,
nigga. Somebody talk to him. That's what I feel.
Man, I don't know what.
If you don't
God
perform this year,
damn.
it's over, Mr. Glass.
He finally looking like a top 3 player in the NBA. And I'm just like, bro.
We're not even talking about LeBron right now.
And we shouldn't be.
Ron should be on autopilot, bro, the way AD's supposed to be playing.
Hey, right, Tay? He should be focusing on trying to beat Reem.
I ain't even been paying attention. He balling.
Bro,
He
40 and down there 20.
About going crazy, bro.
Going nuts, man.
He got 55 and 17 the last game.
Yeah.
Oh, they playing right now, too, against Cleveland.
What do you got right now?
Game just started on the 8-3. He ain't on the board yet. LeBron, the only person scored so far.
Might win MVP. Keep playing like this, nigga. Nigga, the trophy's yours, nigga.
The Pelicans is number 2. Ain't that crazy?
Nah, they got some good pieces over. That's a good team. They're a pretty good team.
That Hispanic
Hey,
guy, I forgot his name.
something.
Alvarado.
Yeah.
He's a
Right.
big.
Hey, I hope y'all paying
Colorado.
attention to college basketball too, because it's March. We gotta put our heads together and do our thing.
Oh
I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie, bro. College basketball is like right now. It's so hard because even like with Coach K going and like a lot of noticeable head coaches, even watching the games and shit don't feel the same. Nigga, Duke is not the same, bro.
Hey, even North Carolina, their whole team came back from last year and they asked us to lose. Hey, real quick though, shout out to Mo Williams. Jackson State, who we forget they got a big time basketball head coach. They play TCU tonight, who's the number 24 team in the country. They play on ESPN in 12 minutes.
Mo Cavaliers. Mo is the head coach over there.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He better not leave. He better not leave.
Yeah, he coached.
See, he didn't drop no big press conference. He didn't get on there talking about staying here to shake this shit up.
Hey, yeah, Howard, he didn't do no press conference.
Nigga didn't hire a nigga to do that. Nigga just went over there and start coaching.
Nah, he did a press conference, but what happened is it was like week 1. It was like in the middle of football season, so niggas still wasn't even paying attention. He slid up under there.
That kind of changed my opinion though. That slightly, right? Because with Mo Williams over there, my hope is he's gonna do his thing, right? And then you have Deion on the football gridiron. I really think that could have changed some things. It doesn't change my overall perspective, but I would have liked to see that in 5 years.
Wait, well, look, my perspective changed just a little bit. Now we talking about that game gonna be on TV, Corey.
Yeah, ESPN.
Who watching it?
That was because of Prime though. But anybody go watch it?
Hey,
That was
but
'cause of
look,
Prime, though. That was 'cause of Prime, though.
Hey, but look, I see what you're saying. Maybe your perspective changed a little, but see, to me, it just enhanced it. If Deion was there, Mo Williams from Mississippi though, so maybe.
Okay.
Oh, Williams
But
he's from the area.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, like, would he have ran back the coach there? If not, would fucking could we forget Eddie George is over at
Tennessee State.
Tennessee State. So would Eddie George ran to a HBCU if Prime didn't do it already? I'm just saying, man. He just even that Prime he leave and do whatever. Maybe that opened it up for former players to go back there, and do their thing.
And wasn't Prime influential in Hugh Jackson getting in there Grambling over there? Did he play a role in that?
No, he didn't.
He didn't. Okay.
No. Hugh Jackson.
Hey,
Hugh Jackson.
That nigga Brett said no, he didn't.
We giving Prime too much now.
No, well, because I don't know how long he was there. That's all I'm saying.
Grambling is a historic program, so he didn't need no.
Tell that nigga ain't swag. Tell that nigga Brent.
Yeah, he ain't swag. Yeah, he ain't swag.
He ain't. He the Pac-12 now. Shit.
He Pac. Who is Pac? If I ain't Pac.
Hey, Brent.
Yo,
Brent, relax. Take the edge off, bro. Y'all gonna be back on top.
hey, I'm still mad at that loss.
SU gonna be back on top.
I'm still mad at that loss.
SU be back on top before we know it, bro. Relax, bro. Relax. Right.
Brent hot. That shit was over at halftime, nigga. What you talking about?
Oh, it was ugly.
Yeah, it was.
Thank God we had that CW
But-
game. We were chilling.
Oh, we ain't gonna talk about that. I'm say you bringing my blood pressure back up, man.
All right, talk about the Grambling game then. Talk about the Grambling game.
Yeah, we can talk about that now.
Or we can talk about how I went to sleep and woke up and the Saints lost.
Hey, Howard, did you see the text? How I tricked myself out of money?
Beans
No.
was sick, bro.
Oh,
I did see it. I did see it. You pulled out too early.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you. Look, I'm finna tell you. Howard, there's 3 minutes left in the game. They was losing 16-3 with 3 minutes left in the game. But this is why I'm still dumb, because I'm fucking driving. And then any other time when I'm driving down that little street, I don't even got good service. But all of a sudden, this time I got good service. They let me cash out and shit. But in my mind, I'm like, man, what the fuck I'm gonna do with punk ass $17 anyway? And then by the time I hit confirm, that shit went down to $13. That's how you know they was getting their ass whooped. But I ain't gonna lie, I was in the car with Toya. So it was like, well, you might as well get the $13 because you ain't gonna win the $300 because this
There
game
you go. There you go.
And me not even thinking, I'm like, yeah, all right. And I just did it. But that ain't even like me.
You didn't follow
I ain't
God?
even-
You didn't follow God? Go ahead,
Hey,
story
bro.
time.
My money.
Hey, bro. So I'm sitting here watching the fucking game last night. I'm hot. The wifey can see it. She over there making comments like, I don't, if you go be that upset, like treat me like a fucking son. If you go be that upset watching the game, I don't know why you watch this. Now we got to be on eggshells because the Bucks might not lose. And I'm like, if you don't mind your damn business, you don't even know what's going on over here. So I get frustrated, not with her, but with the game. I'm like, look, I'm about to go outside for a minute. I said, look, don't call me, don't text me. I don't care what happened.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I came back up 20 minutes later. It was 16-16. And I'm like, why you didn't call me? She like, you said not to call you. I said, since when the fuck you start listening to me?
All of a sudden, you want to listen.
You know what I'm saying? Since when you listen to me? Shit. And I was like, oh, my little brother is Saints fan, y'all. He was hitting me up all day. You know, I blew his shit up. Now hey, I can't talk right now. I'm busy. I'm with the wife. I'm with the kids. Fuck you.
Well, I just
Hey,
wanna-
she. My little brother, a Saints fan too. His name Brent Page, man. He was blowing the chat up, bro. Blowing the chat up.
Hey, that's our little brother.
I'm
That's our little brother.
Look, I'm just thankful that Tay didn't tag me like he normally do. He spared me, so shout out to Tay.
I did.
You did.
Hey, when I posted the Saints little theme song, I started to tag you though.
Yeah, you gave me a break. You know I wasn't feeling too right because I was talking my shit. I thought it was over.
It was.
Thought the game was over. Hey, but I'm gonna say this, and who that nation? I apologize, but Ingram, I want him off my team. I wanted my jersey off of him because he should have got that other yard, and he went out on purpose. I think he point shaving. I said it.
Hey,
All he had to do was fall over the line, bro.
God damn.
Y'all talking about the play the nigga got hurt?
No, he
Yes.
wasn't hurt. Shit. Go for that extra. Ronnie Lott cut his finger
Beans, what
off.
we talking about here, Beans?
Ronnie Lott cut his finger off. That's all I'm gonna say. Got back in the game. Nigga.
Bro, regular season game, when y'all only got 4 wins, they got 4
Man, we
wins.
got 4 wins, man.
Now they got
Hey,
5.
Exactly. So why am I finna fucking he hurt already? Trying to get that
Man,
extra
nah.
yard, now his career might be over.
Nah, man. Hey, you getting paid millions of dollars. Get my first down.
Okay.
Golly, man. I was hot.
Go Bucks.
Hey,
Hey, let me
Bucks
ask
still
y'all,
ain't winning the
well,
Super
how
Bowl.
y'all-
Hey, it's a lot of losers on this podcast today.
oh,
And hey, I know one thing. I'm
Y'all a
in
little
first place.
spicy
Y'all can
tonight.
say what y'all want to.
What
I'm
you
in
say,
first
Brent?
place.
y'all spicy.
We are too.
Cajun.
I was just about to say, we are too. It's ugly, but we are too.
Yeah.
We been
It's
locked up
ugly.
our division already.
We uncomfortable, but we in first.
So you a 49er, right, She? I thought he was a 49er fan. Who's the 49er fan? Oh, that's Ray. That's right.
Yeah, Ray don't count. Ray don't count. He a
Ray
Niner
the
fan.
49er fan.
Yeah, we don't talk about Niner fans.
Hey, they
Hey.
pulled it off though. They pulled it off.
Hey,
We
hey,
got- we
hey,
want
we
all the
don't
smoke
know,
with them
we don't
this
know,
week.
man. I don't remember she repping the Bucks before they won the Super Bowl. But
Wait, She the Buck fan?
Oh,
Yeah, he wasn't
man.
repping it before they won the Super Bowl. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, man.
Hey, Howard
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
who was on that 98 team?
I'm just gonna say that's how I
Ward
met, bro.
Dunn, Trent Dilfer,
Uh-oh.
Go Vicious.
Uh-oh. Oh, so he a real fan.
I'm a real fan, but you
That's
know
how I
what?
met, bro.
I
Nigga,
apologize
that's the all
because
Madden team. Nigga, that ain't a real fan.
no.
Hey, that's the QB challenge team.
He
Nigga,
the QB challenge team.
See, I told myself, I said, see, Jay-Z got a line for this. Don't argue with a
okay.
fool from a distance. People don't know who is who. I don't even know why I engaged that shit.
It's rumors amongst me, the rest of the hood that Kente used to be a Cowboys fan, but you know we ain't found the picture yet.
Hey, that's
found
what
the
Stop
picture.
them boys. Stop playing,
Find the picture.
bro. Stop fucking
Everybody
playing.
been
with me.
floating that around. Who started that rumor, Tay?
This
It ain't
bald
rumor.
head sucker right here.
Oh, that was
rumors.
H.
I wish my nigga Marcus was here. Me and Marcus saw a nigga wear that same 88 jersey, but it's all right.
88.
Hey,
Said 88.
hey, we got so many niggas from our block, bro, and these are the only two niggas that seen it though, huh? Everybody be outside on Anzac. These are the only two niggas that seen it though.
Seen it.
You know what's crazy, bro? Is that it ain't no question with my shit though. You know, I be seeing niggas from like 20 years ago. They be like, nigga, you got your one, huh? I'm like, nigga, we got our niggas know.
Y'all only got
Ain't
one.
no doubt, nigga. Niggas was like, yo, that nigga been aging the rep the teeth for a long time, nigga.
Y'all only got one.
One
I
I've
mean,
seen,
one in the
Steve.
last 5 years, nigga. Relax.
One of the last, you know that.
Hey, all I
hate
know
the Buccaneers.
is the Kansas City Invitational is happening in January. I don't know where you niggas gonna be.
It's gonna be
If we got an
KC versus
annual
Cowboys.
match.
Watch or Eagles. One of those.
We'll
Kansas,
see.
Kansas City going. Hey,
We'll see.
Kansas City will be in the Super Bowl. It's a toss
Yeah,
up
we
between who from the NFC going. I'm gonna vote the Eagles or the Cowboys. One of them. Bucks ain't
So-
making it. Sorry.
Hey, the last
Speaking of
time
the
you told me that,
Cowboys-
Trent, we had a tough road and we was a wild card. And guess what? We won the Super Bowl.
Nigga, that ain't
That's
happening
true.
this year.
Y'all did. Whoa,
That
y'all
ain't
won
happening.
wild
Not
card.
this year.
He said
During
not-
that time, y'all defense was showing glimpses of greatness. That ain't happening this year. But real quick, speaking of the Cowboys, what do y'all think about the new development stories coming out of Dallas about Odell?
Wait,
What's the
what's
story?
that? Yeah, well, I didn't hear nothing.
They trying
Talking
to
about
work
going
with
to the
it.
team?
You know, so he went and all that, but
What?
now they coming out that Cowboys have is concerns about his physical. There's people saying that he might not be ready until mid-January. So if the nigga come back,
What?
it'll just be for conference championship and Super Bowl only. But now that could be somebody lying, trying to,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. Who put
you
that
know
out?
how that shit be.
They could be
But that's
throwing it
what's
off.
coming out today.
Wow.
Let me look.
Yeah, and the Cowboys are who released it. So it could be Jerry Jones, you know, just trying to keep other teams away. But
Oh yeah, you're right, Beans. It says Cowboys give grim update. Damn, that ain't good.
And you talking about the curious Jerry Jones?
Yeah.
Put the curious in front of it. The curious
Huh.
case of
the
Jerry
nigga don't
Jones.
know what he was doing there, huh?
Yeah.
He said I was just being nosy.
It's a curious case. It's a
Oh
curious case
fuck!
of
This
Jerry
nigga AD in the locker room.
Oh
I
no.
know you lying. I know you
Who
lying.
spoke too soon? Who spoke too soon?
Oh, you niggas did not go one?
Damn, I did not go.
This nigga in the locker room.
God damn.
And what they call me, Mr.
Mr.
Glass?
Glass.
Back in my life, like the ghost of Christmas past. Yeah, he got some lines for his life shit too. You feel me?
Hey, street clothes, Howard. You gotta call them street clothes.
You gotta call that nigga street. What you call him, Brent?
Street clothes, man. Street clothes. We said it. We
Yeah.
called him that. Hey, for years, man. Ain't nothing
Hey,
changing.
Hey, see, you're not a Laker fan though, right? You're a LeBron fan, right?
I was anti Kobe, so I would have,
What?
you know, yeah, I wasn't a Kobe fan, but don't Brent, like now when I say that, I ain't no fool.
I muted him because I don't want to hear no bullshit.
Hey, nah, I was the same way.
I seen that shit pop up. I said I didn't mute my. This
I'm about to say, what she?
Yeah,
I gotta hear this one.
I'm just not a Kobe fan, bro. Like let me say it like this.
Oh,
I think a lot of the
Man.
people that we really enjoy watching play, we have a love for their style of the game. I wasn't a fan. Like, was he a killer? Yeah. Was he one of the best to ever do it? Yes. Was he a fucking champion? Yes, absolutely. But he just wasn't my kind of player. It's like
You
the
like
same
Paul Pierce, huh? You like that bullshit? Oh, that's what you like, huh? They like that shit.
Nah. But yeah. I rock with the show. But yes, I am a Braun fan.
yeah, I remember
Nah, I
that.
dig that though, because I wasn't a Kobe fan either. I just know that nigga, I'm a Sixer fan, and that nigga kicked our ass every time. But yeah.
Nah, I'm just talking like, cause I wasn't a fan of Kobe either. I was a Rocket fan, but tell you one thing, that nigga gave my goddamn respect, nigga. It's only a matter so many times for a nigga just go and fuck you over. You be like, that nigga is great.
You know what's crazy about a couple niggas on this podcast? I ain't gonna really say no names. Like what blows my mind, you know, when it comes to sports and a couple of you niggas is that when it comes to certain sports, niggas got a whole lot to say. Niggas are arrogantly confident. But when it comes to other sports, you wouldn't even know these niggas was fans of the team. Now, that leads me to believe that these niggas on this podcast, they front runners. You know what I'm saying? Like either you go be loud all the time about your squad or no time about your squad.
That nigga
But
talking
these
about
niggas-
somebody.
But these niggas on this podcast on Garage Days.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, I didn't even know niggas was rooting for for whoever they like to root for in Texas. But these niggas on this podcast,
In Texas.
Listen, my nigga.
I ain't
I'm-
never seen this nigga in a Rockets jersey, a Rockets
If
t-shirt.
you won't, nigga, I done had
visor.
this heart. I done had this heart
You
attack
said
already,
it,
nigga.
you won't.
Rockets jersey.
I done had
Who a
this heart
Rockets
attack
fan?
already.
Wait, who's a Rockets fan?
These niggas on the
Oh,
podcast.
Oh, you didn't know
Wait.
Howard was a Rocket fan?
I did not.
Oh, you
Wait
know
a
this
minute. Pause. Howard, you a Rocket fan?
Listen,
Statement
my nigga,
proved.
I'll be the first one to tell you, nigga.
I did not
Fuck
know
the
it.
Rockets, my nigga. I'm not wearing no jersey. I'm not wearing no shirt. I'm not speaking to them niggas. Niggas ain't gain my respect, my nigga.
That nigga got a Yao Ming jersey dress.
Nigga.
Yao Ming
Nigga, fuck the
Dang.
Rockets, nigga. Rockets that had. You think my heart bled? You think my heart bled over the Chiefs? Nigga, my heart done bled over the Rockets, nigga. That shit is over with, nigga.
Are you a Rocket fan because of T-Mac though? I'm asking.
nigga, I
Nah, he was- he
Hakeem,
before
my
that.
nigga.
Oh, Hakeem
Okay.
a lot
Before that.
I
I'ma
remember,
tell you-
I
I'ma
remember
tell-
Howard used to talk shit about Stevie franchise seat, so I knew he was a Rocket fan way before that.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you when I stopped bleeding over the Rockets. I'm gonna tell you niggas right now. Nigga, it was game 7 against the Lakers. I really thought in my mind we was gonna beat the Lakers. Nigga, I will never forget this game, nigga. This nigga Kobe just took a nigga heart away, and I said, you know what?
Kobe.
Look, you see how he rubbing his forehead? That's how you know it's real.
No, nigga,
That nigga
listen, bro.
said-
I never forget, nigga. I tell you game 1. Game 1, that same series, nigga, I was at Southwest College. I've been not doing no work at work, right? I was at Southwest College on my laptop watching the game on my
He
laptop.
still was watching the game.
This nigga Yao got hurt. I walked up and down the library, nigga, in utter frustration, nigga. I never forget. My homie at the job was like, "Yo, you good?" I'm like, "Nah, fuck that. This nigga Yao bitch ass then got hurt. This nigga go get out." Nigga, relax, Howard.
He getting there.
I bled this. I'm done bleeding over them niggas.
So Howard, was you a fan when they played the Magic in the finals? Were you a fan?
Nigga, was I a fan, nigga? I'm gonna keep it real. Now, if a nigga want to say that age follow somebody, I used to like Mike, right? But I couldn't get to the point of becoming a Bulls fan because everybody was Bulls fans.
Yeah, everybody. Especially
Everybody.
our era. That was everybody.
So I'm like, bro, I like this nigga Hakeem. This nigga is not as good as Mike, but he's good. And then Mike retired, and then we won. I'm like, nigga, perfect timing, right? So it worked out. You feel me? But that's how long I've been messing with the Rockets. But nigga, bro, when we got T-Mac and we had Yao, all I kept thinking about was Shaq and Kobe. We got Shaq and Kobe. That's the thing. This nigga Yao Ming is fragile, and T-Mac back.
Hey,
is
Shaq
as
and
low
Kobe with probably better shooters around with Tino Mobley and them niggas. They was probably
Bro,
better
Yeah,
shooters.
Tino
than-
Mobley can still shoot right now.
Yeah, they was. So I thought they was gonna make some noise too, but
It didn't work, bro, because this nigga T-Mac back is not as loyal as Deion. So when this nigga back, when that nigga back start going out, bro, it was like,
Damn.
I didn't play.
and then when James Harden came, it was much of the same agony.
Yeah, but I knew James wasn't. Then we start getting James and Russ. I knew, like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. You feel me?
Yeah, that's
And
how I,
like
feel
Jalen
about
Green.
the nigga now.
Yeah, I like Jalen Green. But Beans, you know, B, like, you're a Sixer fan, but it's only so much we can go with this shit, my nigga. It's like,
Because I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't fuck with Embiid. I just don't.
whoa there.
I don't.
Whoa there.
Who you keeping? Embiid or James?
Embiid or James, I don't like neither one of them.
I think Embiid plays on another level without James, bro. He was
Look,
killing
fuck both
when
of
James
them, man.
was out. James
Yeah.
came back and Embiid played like a bitch last night.
Look, my image of a dominant big man will forever be Shaquille O'Neal. And I know niggas ain't Shaq, but that's just my mental. And when I seen this nigga got the ball and somebody like grabbed it, was like fell and they like grabbed his foot and he like flung up and did some bullshit and like flopped. In my mind, all I can think of Shaq would have jumped up with you, dunked on you, in one, went to the line. This nigga out here flopping, missing layups. I hate every center that lay the ball up. You 7 fucking foot, nigga. You get the rebound and you just land. Nigga, dunk that shit. Even if
Shout
it
out
ain't
Patrick
super
Ewing.
aggressive, nigga, just turn your hand over. I hate this. I don't like these niggas.
Yeah, it's the NBA is low-key baby suck to me right now. And that's just all honesty. Like I try to watch games, it just don't have the same appeal now. I'm gonna always tap in after football just because I love the sport of basketball. And then Jordan plays basketball and he loving that shit too now. But it's just it ain't the same, bro. It's like I'm almost like a she now. Like fuck the Rockets, nigga. I like players. I like Giannis. I like watching Ja play. You feel me? I like watching certain dogs play. You feel me? Can't fucking root for the Rockets. They got a nigga with a ponytail that don't want to fucking develop a jumper. Don't get me started, my nigga. Let me shut up. And I ain't knocking niggas got a ponytail. That might sound like as too much
You
basketball.
hating on the man bun, bro.
But bro, it's about the game, bro. Like I love basketball so much. It's frustrating to me when niggas don't understand the fundamentals of basketball. That is the most frustrating shit to me. Like, bro, the goal, the original goal is to be able to shoot the ball and put it in a hoop. These niggas have negated that whole process now. Go ahead, Sheed.
Hey, fellas, just super random, not to switch gears, but to switch gears. Hey, do y'all get creative when it comes to disciplining y'all kids?
Oh shit.
I do.
When I say, because some of us old school, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what that means. But like I didn't make my daughter write fucking letters. I didn't make my daughter fucking think of like, different shit to do for other people. So I'm just like, what y'all got to offer? I'm always looking to, to expand my parenting skills.
Nigga, I see your kids, they don't fight no more because they older. But when my daughters used to fight, they're only 16 months apart. Nigga, I bought a 5X t-shirt and I'll make their ass wear that shit together. Y'all
until they figure it out.
Y'all stuck together. Y'all want to fight and y'all stuck together till I say so. Wash dishes together. Yep, you got to use her left hand and your right hand. Figure this shit out. Like I just different shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, your boy.
I like
your boy
that. I think I'm gonna do that one, Ben. Mine, they be fighting. So I think I'm about to use that one.
I make Jordan choose his punishment.
I like that.
That's bad right there. I feel for the little homie, but I like that.
We come to the negotiating table because this is a crime. This is what you did. What you think I should take away? Woo woo woo. Nah, come with something else. Woo woo woo.
But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this because I try to do shit like that with Carson because I think she loves most of basketball. But I feel like I can't take basketball away from her because it helps her in life, But that's one of my battles. Like for one, because those of y'all I've seen Carson, y'all know my whole family, we husky people, we heavy set. So it's like I can't really take that away from her because that's really her only exercise, and that's the only thing that she loves the shit, and she got a possible future at it. But so that's why I battle with.
I'm with that, yeah. Because
since we got the parents, bro, that's gonna put our hands on kids no more. We ain't that. Right, so we gotta go get the shit they love. Like I know Jordan love that phone, so at the end of the day, I know that's the key in the hole.
Hey,
you get on that fuck shit, give me a phone.
Give it up.
Give me that phone. The tough part for me though is the emotional piece because you hear about these kids killing themselves and having and going and having depression and all this stuff. So my fear as a parent is saying the wrong thing. And then my kid fall into this dark place. And so if I take dance away from my daughter, she might just fall into this. Like, it's so easy for the kids today, man. They are so, I hate to say it, but they are weak, man. They're not like us.
I disagree, Brent. Like when it comes to that depression shit, I do believe that it's real, but our kids are different. You know what I mean? Our kids, they understand. They probably know more than we think they know. And I think that you having a conversation with your daughter about taking dance away and understanding why you did it, I think that's going to eliminate that because that's just going to teach consequences. You know what I mean? What I hated though, Beans, hey, if your daughter like hoop, it's going to force your ass too. But hey, you consequences. All right, we go do some cardio and you going to practice or you ain't going to practice. You want to go to practice? You go get this cardio in.
That's real shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
imagine being on the treadmill. I fucking hate this motherfucker. So motherfucker, he think we still in Compton. Who the fuck he think he is?
Hey,
yeah,
Lonzo Ball was thinking that too when his daddy had him on the down. I can't stand this motherfucker.
Because look, taking the phone, I tried that shit. She gonna have her phone taken from her so much that shit. She numb to that shit. She don't even. So she get in trouble. She just hand it over. She don't even fuss about the shit no more.
She just walk over with the phone.
Right.
See, the only thing about that phone shit when you got one child, now when they got that phone, they kind of entertain themselves. When they ain't got that motherfucker, now they want to come in there and lay with mama and daddy. They want keep that same energy. Get your ass out of here.
She talk about it, bro. They want
Put on
to.
that
Now they
tablet.
want to be all family oriented. Nah, nigga,
Yeah,
get
like,
your ass
nah.
out of here. Nigga.
Yeah, go in the room where you been at. Go
Nah,
in there
nigga,
with the
me and your
enemigos.
Facts, nigga. Me and your mama watching this Christmas story, nigga, by herself. Nigga, go back your ass back in
Yeah,
there, nigga.
daddy, where your clothes at? Mind your goddamn business.
Christmas movie month, Howard.
Hey, daddy, why you under the cover?
Yeah, I thought you was watching the movie. I'm watching my movie now. Go on somewhere.
Like, get that nigga. You shitting me?
What's those
Hey,
sounds, Dad? Or we heard some clapping.
We like
Let me
the
ask you
ending.
this, though. Your kids is older now, but we all got relatively young kids. Like, have your kids ever been like mad ass haters when it's about to go down and they just find themselves in
Hell
their
yes.
this like, yo, get
Hell yes.
Nigga, and I started all the way over because I got a 15 and a 14-year-old, and
Yeah,
now I
you
got
do.
a
I forgot.
4-year-old.
Yeah,
And
you got the
nigga, they are master haters, nigga. They are.
I had to start locking my door.
Oh, nigga, mine would be
Better.
at the door and cry and make you feel bad.
You don't love me, daddy. We hungry. Go tell your goddamn sister. I'm busy.
Hey, I'm telling you, dude, I'll be right there. My wife, she got to the point. So what? Let their ass cry. I'm like, no. Like, you can't just
Hey,
leave this.
means you gotta lock the door and then hey, my move, Alexa, play rain sounds.
Hey, Britt, it's crazy you say that, nigga. I say that all the time. They know what that shit mean. I'm telling you, they not that they just know that mean they can't come in. When they hear the rainforest song, they know.
bro.
I'm telling you,
Wait.
Alexa, play rainforest sounds, nigga. They know what that
Alexa,
shit
play
mean.
rain for us.
Bro,
You know
like
what
with
that-
Jael, I expected. I be like, all right, I gotta finagle her. But Jordan, I be looking at him like, nigga. What that Kevin Hart say? Nigga, help me,
Nigga.
nigga. Like, why are you in here?
And he know better. Jordan, come on, man.
You know better, bro. You know better. You feel me? Like,
Hey,
I tell you this much though.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna shut up. I tell you this much though. I think she saw a little bit of our dynamic this weekend. When I relate to Jordan, and he kind of understands it. You feel me? Like he's
It's a dope
moving into the
interaction.
realm of like being a young man. So like now our relationship is like man to man almost.
Yeah, real talk.
Transitioning.
Like I think she saw a little bit of that on Saturday. You feel me?
It was different. I ain't gonna lie. It was different. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can't pacify these young boys these days. You got to give it to them as rough as possible at home because the world will give it to them rougher. And that's the duality that I'm struggling with as a girl dad. Like, how do you present that same concept as a girl dad, but understanding or educating them in a way that, like, look, I'm talking to you as a father, but I'm also talking to you as a man. You know what I'm saying? And what comes with that in the streets when you hear from other men. So my daughter's 10, so I got some time, but I saw that it was different. But I immediately thought, like, damn, like, okay, like I got to have some of those difficult conversations with my daughter, because when she hear it in the streets, I don't want her to be like, oh, dad, he said this. That's just how they talk, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
It's
most
easier though
definitely.
with
Like I
dudes, though,
said,
bro. You know what?
For sure. For sure.
I'm at that point already. I got 2 older kids. Y'all know a lot of y'all kids younger, but I got high schoolers, sophomore in high school and shit. So I'm already there. And like you said, bro, I'm the same way I parent her. I mean, of course, it's a little nicer and a little bit more loving because she is a girl, but they are girls. But I keep it to her. I give it to them raw, straight.
Facts.
And I know this shit might sound right, but I don't even spare like the detail. Like I'm not like super graphic, but I just keep it 100 with them.
Facts.
Like that's how they are. Real quick
That's
too.
It's where
Oh no, go ahead.
I just said it's hard, bro. Like Jordan, like now he be like, look at this mark. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. I like it. Like I don't want my daughter to be like, Daddy, get your mark ass up. I'm be like, wait, baby, like
Imagine little mama having a little friend over when she get of age, and she shoots some shit like that in front of her dude. Hey, Mark, bring me some water. Now the dude stepping to you like, hey, you Mark, who my girl at? You like, hold on, big dog. Hold on,
now I'm in the
big
county
dog.
jail. Now I'm in the county jail because I gotta let my balls hang a little bit. You feel me?
Hey, Jordan, come here. Either you handle him or both of y'all gotta go. Pick one.
Yeah. So we gotta that's gotta be a subject, bro. We gotta talk about how can we start instilling the same things we instill in the boys into our daughters, bro, because it's hard for me. I ain't gonna front. It's hard.
Man, I don't even know what that looks like, Howard, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts, bro.
for me, it's starting off like that difficult conversation, that tough conversation is centered around hygiene, right? Like, hey, did you wash your ass today? Why you keep asking me that, Dad? Because you think you pretty, and I know you smart, but that don't mean nothing if your butt stink. Go take a shower. You know what I'm saying? And
Real shit.
and those are the things that I feel like most girls understand or get. But what does that look like in every other father's household? Like, how do y'all talk about hygiene? If y'all are talking about hygiene, I don't even want to hear from Beans. Look at this nigga face. This nigga, I don't even want to hear from Beans.
I'm gonna
ready
keep
to
it
go,
100.
nigga.
Look, with 4 kids, right? They all got different personalities. Shit crazy. So Chad is a girly girl, and I just keep it 100. Chad, ain't no little boy gonna want to sit next to you. Ain't no nigga gonna want to ask you to the dance. Like that's how I just flat out. Like somebody gonna embarrass your ass, But now the other hand of that is, I pay for braces, pay for contact, because now she's super. No, I need to smell good at all times. And with Carson, and I know this is bad, but because my other daughter Carson, you feel me? She like girls. So I'll be telling her like, and I don't call little girl bitches and stuff, but cause I caught myself the first time I did, like, yeah, no bitches looking like that. And I mean, I don't mean bitches, but they look. I be myself. I mean, how do we talk different?
Yeah.
Hey, all
your
kids,
attitude changes. I get it.
Yeah. So like even like this, like I don't know how much I can see, but I got about 60 different flavor scents over there of colognes and shit. So she got her section, like you can use out of this 60 that shit, but don't use like but I'm real big on hygiene. Like I don't play with that shit. Like I'm the type of nigga that showering 2-3 times a day. Like
sure.
It's crazy that is. So the hygiene thing ain't really the biggest thing, but honestly, it's the attitude, right? So having little girls, because they look at TV and they hear all of this female empowerment shit, and nothing against the woman king, nothing against Black Panther, Wakanda forever, but how they put women in so much power. So my daughter see this shit and they think, oh, this, and I gotta let them know, like, hey, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to be a partner with a man or somebody. You can't be all this strong Black woman, but that strong Black woman is gonna be a strong, lonely woman. So I try to teach them that shit. Sometimes they listen. Look, one of them out here, walking here and shit. But sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. But I'm finally at peace with all I could do is give you the game that I got.
Yeah.
Whether you learn from it or not, that's going to be on you. When you 19, 20, 21, when you get your heart broke or whatever don't work out, I'm going to be here to catch you. But I'm hoping that everything I'm saying right now resonates with you. So after you learn your first 1 or 2, maybe 3 hard lessons because you didn't listen to me, at some point, I'm hoping that shit registers and you figure the shit out. Otherwise, and I call out family members too. Right? This is bad if any of my family here, but I call family members by name. You see cousin such and such. You see auntie such and such. Do they look happy?
No, that's real though.
When it's
That's
Christmas and everybody families get together and everybody in matching pajamas with their family and they ain't got no family to match their pajamas with, how the fuck you think they feel?
Yeah.
So I just
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut y'all off. I got to wrap up pretty soon, but I got a very important question real quick.
Oh yeah, I'll keep mine for myself.
Hey Brent.
Yes, sir.
You watching the Jackson State hoop game right now?
No, what's the score? I hadn't even.
Me neither. That's my point.
I ain't watching.
Hey, you
it's 7-4 though, just so y'all know. TCU up 7-4.
Hey, why the movie
it's on ESPN Plus? My bad. It ain't
why
no
couldn't call Woman Queen though? What happened to the Queen? The Queen is royalty too. Why has it got to be the woman king? The Queen.
Part of that empowerment movement, bro. Like to me personally, I think the king is important, but I like to put my queen on a pedestal above me.
That's the point I'm getting at.
So to your point, bro, like I don't need my wife to be a king. Just be a queen.
Just be the queen. It's royalty too. That's the highest position on that side of the board.
Right.
We're gonna get banned, my nigga. We ain't gonna make no YouTube money. We can't.
But we not belittling though. We empowering. Like
hey,
it doesn't have to be a woman king. You know, I mean, the only man queen you see is
exactly.
Say less.
Santana with the sauce, whatever the nigga name is. Hey.
I was talking about the other one, Kanye father-in-law.
Oh, that nigga too. Yeah. Hey, have y'all seen Black Panther? Though?
We gonna get banned. Fuck.
Yeah.
Go get banned.
Hey, so look, when you see Black Panther, to me too, one of the things that I took from it is how society is trying to force women into positions that they really don't even want or are comfortable with. Okay, if you notice at the end, she didn't even, the whole movie, she fought trying to be she could have been recreated the herb. She didn't want to become the Black Panther. She didn't, you know what I mean? Then at the end, when she was the new ruler, she didn't want to. She bowed out and gave that shit to what's that nigga?
Yeah.
She left Wakanda like, nah, that nigga can be the king. But the whole movie is like they trying to force her to be the Black Panther. They trying to force her to take over, to run. And she's like, you could tell like that just wasn't in her.
Facts.
But
what's wrong with just being the queen, bro? That's the highest position. The highest position for me is king. It's not more. It's not better than the queen. That's just the highest position for me. The highest position for you, Shorty, is queen. So what happened to like the royalty? See, you big on like Egyptian culture and shit like that. Queens ran the town too. It was queens though.
Cleopatra.
Just that. So.
Yeah, bro, we ain't gonna make no money, bro. They
No. I'm cutting all this shit out. I wouldn't even gonna say nothing, but
put it on Twitter before you cut it out. Fuck it. Elon let niggas say and do what they want.
Yeah, until they ban Kanye.
I know.
Hey, real quick.
That nigga crazy.
Kanye, to your point, this is a rebuttal. Kanye is anti what I stand for, which is fuck them feelings. He's letting his feelings and his emotions run the fuck out of him right now. And that shit is getting a little ugly for him.
Yeah.
Kanye, do you. Talk your talk. But we gotta move a little different as men.
Bro, they saying
move a little different.
They calling Kanye racist against Black people, bro. Like, I think Kanye is an elitist. I think he's very similar to Trump in terms of if you ain't got money or you're not on my status, then fuck you. Because I mean, I might get condemned for this. I don't give a shit. I don't think Trump is racist against Black people. I think he got something against the Latinos though. But I don't think he like fuck niggas. I just don't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But fellas, it's been real, man. I gotta go get Lil Mama. I'm fucking
right yeah. Oh, let me tell y'all one little gem though. One little gem for the haters. Cause I had to learn this. Cause my wife, she come in and she be wanting to do foreplay and shit. So we ain't got time for foreplay. Charlie be knocking out this door any minute now. So split the foreplay, fellas. You do what you got to do quick and get up out of there.
Oh, nigga sound like a bank robbery. Sound like a bank robbery. Hey, get in and get out.
Real.
Hey, real quick. Let she leave. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. Right? See, if you can't say, I understand. I'll text it to you. The book I'm reading now is called Man to Man. It's all about you becoming the man. The book has a saying in there. It says, "Don't you ever ask for sex. Wait till she come to you." So the dude asked him, "Why wait?" He said, "Because you ain't gotta do none of that other shit that she wants you to do to get her to move. When she ready to go,
I ain't waiting. I'm going to get mine. I'm going to the store."
I feel you. She tell you what the book said. And he's talking about that foreplay shit. Listen, my nigga, foreplay be cool. I like getting to the action though, boss.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm a little older. I gotta warm this old engine up a little bit. Kiss on me, rub my back, shit. Besides, pour me a glass.
Too many gems away. We got people listening.
Pour me a glass of wine or something. You know what I'm saying? Whisper something to me.
That Royal Honey. I gotta give him that Royal. I gotta give him that Royal Honey so he can just be ready to go when it's time to go. You feel me?
Oh, you said that Royal Honey. Hey, that Popeye's honey.
That Popeye's honey. Hey, but motherfucker said, "Wait. Be honest. Take this off, she." But when I wait, and I let her come to me, all that other shit she be talking about be out the window. It'd be like, "Let's go," and I'd be like,
"Hey, I'm logging out after this. This nigga AD out because he got.
Oh my god, let's go.
Because he got. Hear me out. Because he got flu symptoms.
Flu symptoms.
No, you lying, bro.
No, they ain't got no Theraflu. Let's get it, man. Let's get up out of here.
Michael Jordan would not approve of that.
Hey, yo, thanks everybody for another episode of Garage Days where we are fearless but not reckless. See y'all next week. We did move our time up slightly to 3:45 California time. All right, peace out.
All right, y'all. Please.
All right, y'all.
Yep.
That nigga 80 fucked up my whole parlay, bro.
Man.